Welcome to episode number 14 of Just Another Day. This morning started out really well. Ezra and Nellie had jumped into bed with me and super cuddly, and just I love to wake up like that, and they just both jump into bed and snuggle up close to me. I'm a slow riser, and so that definitely helps start the day on the right foot. We get our day started playing a little bit. Ezra was a little bit slow in wanting to get rocking and rolling. Was able to convince him to head out the door with Star Wars stickers, because Star Wars. Getting to school, no problem, but once we pull into the parking stall, Ezra from the back seat, go home, go home, go home, go home. And typically I would totally be like, all right, well, we're gonna go home. It's obvious you don't want to be here. But early intervention is so crucially important, and every day is important, and it's also important to start teaching him that sometimes you got to go places that you don't necessarily want to go. So that was a little bit difficult. We spent a little bit of extra time playing with his rocks to get him to transition, and he transitioned great. He's gonna have a great day at school. It's water day, so he's super excited about that. Get back home. Nellie's taking a nap, so it's breakfast time for Dad because I'm starting. So today, pickup was difficult. It started out really good. Get to class, Ezra's all ready to rock and roll. He's in a great mood. They had a water day today. He had a blast. And then, as we're walking out, we're going through our routine of stopping at the bathroom, pressing the button, heading to the gate. And all this time, he's very adamant about wearing his backpack, which he typically is not. He's okay with me just putting it in the stroller. It was super heavy today for some reason, and suggested to him and finally convinced him, let me take your backpack so you don't hurt your back. At this point, he starts freaking out, wanting to go back to his classroom, and took me everything. I had to throw him over my shoulders just to get him to the car, get him strapped in. I think things are going okay. He's just having a rough time the entire way home. Finally get home, I make him and his sister some ice cream, hoping that would alleviate some of the irritation going on. It did for a little bit. Nellie didn't nap very well. Ezra was obviously upset at something that I wasn't able to figure out, and they were just today. And so I start getting irritated, and as time goes on, they're getting irritated, I'm getting irritated. It's becoming a vicious cycle. All the while at the same time, I'm trying to get some stuff put together for my wife, because she had an event that she was going to tonight, and they're having a really hard time. I don't know what's going on, and unfortunately my attention is focused in multiple places. Well, after Ashley gets home to get her stuff loaded up, I go out to the car and grab the backpack to bring in so we can wash Ezra's clothes. I noticed that, there's a Father's Day gift in there. And that was the reason why he was so upset, is because he thought that he may have accidentally left this Father's Day gift in his class. And I open it up, and lo and behold, it's a painted rock. And there's a note wrapped around it that says, Dad, you are my rock. Now, I'm sure every kid in the class did this craft. Or maybe they saw what Ezra and I's routine is on offloading and loading up, that playing with the gravel is super important. And in that moment, it's taking everything that I have to find back tears, because he was so distraught and couldn't communicate that, hey Dad, I made something awesome for you. I want you to have it. It's special between the both of us because we did this thing together with the rocks. And he couldn't get that across. And to some, this just, it's a cute gesture, it's a token. But for me, it's a reminder of what I'm doing right now with my children. Setting the stage for them to be successful, it's important. It's vitally important. And opening this thing up kind of helped pull my head out of my rear end and get me refocused on the day, because I was very grumpy up to that point, to say the least. I was probably not a pleasant person to be around. And these kids they have a special way of realigning your focus and getting the things that matter and become crystal clear. So they are sleeping peacefully right now. Silence sometimes is the absolute sweetest sound. And tomorrow, Saturdays are always a big day. We'll see how they go. But hey, thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Click that subscribe bar, and we will see you tomorrow.